Have you heard of the tale of the environmental research ship, the USS Pueblo?
No,
It
please
is not a
tell us.
tale that the United States Navy would tell you. The USS Pueblo was commissioned the 7th of April 1945. Aside from ships which are actively on ceremonial duties, such as the USS Constitution, the USS Pueblo is the oldest commissioned ship of the US Navy on the register. It has not been struck from the register, nor has it been decommissioned. And this is a hell of a provocation. The Pueblo was an environmental research ship. What that means in real terms is that its job was to travel close to, but not into, the sovereign boundaries of hostile powers and spy on them. There are plenty of reasons to do this, even if you don't intend for a war to kick off. Sometimes you want to know what they're thinking. Sometimes you want to know if there's something you can bring to the negotiation table, something they want that you have that might be an avenue to peace. Sometimes it's important to know if a potential adversary has the capability to seriously hurt your people, to seriously damage your infrastructure. And sometimes you just want to make sure that there's something in the area. If the flag goes up and the command goes to the missile silo, that there's a brawl about to kick off. USS Pueblo was not equipped with defensive measures in the way that many naval ships are. She was equipped with, I believe, two 50 cal machine guns. One of the people serving on the ship had previously used those guns in the army. Nobody else was trained on them. The Pueblo was traveling from Yokosuka to Sasebo in Japan in 1968 and headed through the Tsushima Strait in the Sea of Japan. She was specifically instructed to conduct surveillance of the activity of the Soviet Navy in the Tsushima Strait and to gather electronic intelligence from North Korea, things like radio transmissions. That's not what happened. What happened was that a Soviet Patton submarine chaser located the USS Pueblo, and then two fishing trawlers came out to greet it from North Korea. There are conflicting accounts of the ensuing confrontation. But the North Koreans took control of the USS Pueblo. They boarded it. They brought it back to port. And they imprisoned the crew of the Pueblo for espionage. International law recognizes a 12 nautical mile line outside of the coast. That water is yours. North Korea justified their actions by saying that they claimed 50 nautical miles from their coast as their sovereign waters. They claimed, perhaps rightfully, that the observations of the Pueblo were an act of aggression. The crew of the Pueblo were eventually repatriated to the United States of America with, if I recall correctly, one corpse. The ship herself was not. Pueblo was initially held, I think, in Wonsan Harbor, but has subsequently been moved to a port in Pyongyang. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, that is, North Korea, holds the Pueblo as a museum ship, a monument to the imperialist aggressions of the Western world. They have not attempted to return it. They have not attempted to repatriate it. And the US Navy determined that trying to recover the ship was not worth the risk of an escalating confrontation with North Korea and the potential of a conflict with China. The Pueblo is still a ship of the US Navy. The Pueblo is, right now, in Pyongyang. And if you visit North Korea, you can board it. You can see exhibits of how the US has conducted warfare and how the plucky citizens of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea have resisted the imperialist ambitions of the US. That ship probably won't ever come home. But in their own way, the United States hasn't given up on it. That is the tale of the Pueblo. That is the archetype for a true provocation on both sides. And yet, the bombs didn't fly. No shots were exchanged after the capture of the ship. Most everyone involved, save for one crewman, went home alive.